Hey everyone, Jay with Lived and Learned DIY. So I'm back out here at the farm today. It's the end of September. I'm actually going to go over to my sister's house. I think you guys, if you watched the video where I did her driveway extension, going back over there to take care of some bush hogging, some much needed bush hogging. Honestly, guys, I've been so busy this summer, I haven't even done any videos if you've noticed. So anyway, I'm getting back into that and just wanted to show you what we're doing. I got Big John out here, our 2755 cab tractor. And you guys probably haven't seen this. This is our Woods Batwing HD315. It is a 15-foot folding batwing bush hog. It's not a bush hog, it's a rotary cutter. Anyway, so we got that. So we're going to do a little preventative maintenance and lubrication to this thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to lubricate. We're going to actually grease all the maintenance points, grease the tractor, and clean the windows on the tractor, because I am going to take you guys along for a ride, and I'd like for you to be able to see what's in there or what's out there in front of us. So we're going to do that. First thing we're going to do is take our little trusty steel leaf blower, blow the deck off, get some of the seeds off. It's just going to get filled right back up, but I'd like to get some of that stuff off there. Quickly do some maintenance on the tractor, fill it up with diesel, and then I'm off. So I'll keep you guys along for the ride. It's going to be fun. Going to do one of those before and after shots of the field over there, because it's really bad. It's grown up pretty bad. We need to spray that field, but anyway, we'll get that taken care of. So get you shown what we're doing here. All right, folks, I want to show you something here on our little gas building where we store our diesel and our gasoline. So I saw this thing in I think it was the end of May, and it was about the size of a tennis ball. Look at this now. If you guys can see that. That right there is a bald-faced hornet's nest. Bald-faced hornet, white faces, black bodies. Those little guys will absolutely eat you alive. That's why I'm kind of keeping my distance, even though it's here on the gas building. I'm going to have to take care of that thing, though. I'm afraid somebody's going to get stung here, namely me. But anyway, going to take care of that soon. But it is amazing. It really is amazing what nature does here. But that thing, they built that thing since, I think, probably May or June. Anyway, it's huge. So maybe a good video. You guys get to see me stung a bunch when I get rid of that thing. But anyway, we'll keep you informed on that one as well. Let's hope that don't happen. So if any of you guys have been around much farm equipment, you know there's a lot of grease zerks or alamites, or however you want to say that, greasing points. So we got a couple in here and here, back in the shaft there, back here. Each one of these shafts that go out, the wheels, all that stuff. It's going to take me a couple minutes to get this thing, get it actually greased. So I'll just kind of show you a little bit of that. Everybody kind of knows what that's about. I don't have any fancy big DeWalt or powered grease gun, even though I wish I did. I don't. But I'll just go over that with you a little bit here. All right, so got all the greasing done and get ready to clean up the windows on the tractor here so we can see out of them. Woo, they're dusty. I graded the driveway and then I did a little bush hogging, rotary cutting, whatever. I did that and it got the windows really, really dusty. So anyway, we're gonna clean those up and head out. Well, I've decided if I had a job as a window cleaner, I probably wouldn't last very long, but hey, it's a lot better than it was, so I can see out of here. Anyway, we're gonna get ready to go. I'm gonna show you here. We're gonna lift this thing up, fold it up, and get ready to go. And some of you guys out there are probably wondering, why in the world did one side come up and then the other side? Well, I'll tell you why. This tractor only has 2 remotes. It does not have 3 like you would typically need for that kind of machine. So we have it divided out, actually a splitter or a T in the lines back there. So one side comes up, when it stops, the fluid comes from the other side and comes up. So no big deal. You can't do the independent wings like some people do, but hey, it works out. It's worked that way for 20 years. So I guess it'll have to work that way from now on. Anyway, we're getting ready to head out. You can see I got it in tow. We're going over to my sister's house about 1.5 miles away, and we're going to get started on bush hogging or rotary cutting or bush whacking or whatever you want to call it. You can call it whatever you want to. I just can't get away from calling it bush hogging. Anyway, there's the farm back that way. Down there's my sister's house. We are going to be mowing that. Yeah, I know. Stickweed, ironweed, briars, everything right there. We're going to be getting that knocked out today. All right, everybody, so we made it over here, so I'm going to get a little footage of this as I go through. This first round's a little nerve-wracking because we're right against the fence, but I'm still going to video it a little bit for you, let you see what I'm working on. Here we go. I can already tell you why my allergies are messed up. I see a lot of goldenrod in this field. I'm allergic to that, and I'm also allergic to ragweed. So we got plenty of both. Thank God I'm in a cab tractor today. But we're going to take care of this. It's going to look tremendous when we get done. I do this every year for it. It's just a lot later this year than normal. You guys can see that a lot of people call it creek cane. Here it's bamboo, actually, is what it is. It's relative to the Japanese bamboo. It grows pretty plentifully here around water. Okay, so as you can see, maybe up there, we've got a part of our first round started, but look at this. Woo! This is all my fault. I've just waited all summer to do this. So anyway, I'm gonna keep it on, and I'll get some footage for you guys. Through here, guys. Got a big rock I'm trying to cross right now. Pay attention to what I'm doing, not getting my bush hog into that. My rotary cutter. My batwing. Anyway, we're digging along this fence line. We're getting ready to go through another rough spot. I've lived on this farm my entire life, and I know where most of them are at. Sometimes you'll get a sinkhole that really surprises you. But right now we're going through a ditch that's been here my whole life. We're getting ready to pop out into my sister's yard right here in just a second. Make a turn, head back up the mountain here. Woo! All right, there we go. Going to go back up the hill here and make like a headland out of it to where I've got a little more turning room. But anyway, we're getting through this tall stuff. Old Big John's eating the fuel and eating the weeds, but we're getting there. Many of you guys have done this kind of work before, but here in this part of Kentucky where we live, it's really steep. We got a good cattle farm, that's about it. Pretty steep land, but you could always get hurt or killed, but you just got to be careful out here, guys. So I'm running Big John in third gear, or low side third, and as you can see, he's not having any problems with these tall weeds. Believe it or not, this field right here only has about 2 big rocks, and I find them every year with the Batwing. You'd think I could remember that, but anyway, sometimes you're trying to watch everything that you can. So anyway, I'm going to get a little bit more footage. I'm going to shut up and let you guys ride along with me and just keep going here. There's some more of that bamboo, guys. We used to actually go out and harvest that and strip all the leaves off of it, like right there some. But we would make sticks for our stick beans with it. We would tie them in a teepee fashion, stick them in the ground on the big end, and the small end we would run up in the air and tie them together like a teepee, and let our beans climb up those. Guys, I think next year what I'm going to do is about the time the stick weeds and the ironweed come out, I'm going to come and mow this down when it's about 2 feet high before it goes to seed, and then I'm going to spray this with 2,4-D and see if we can't knock out some of this stuff. This is ridiculous. I knew it was bad, I just didn't know it was this bad. It's my fault, I haven't gotten over here. But it's going to look good when I get done. So that's all that matters. And there's Finn, the wonder dog, if you can see her under the tree right there. She was every step of the way with me when I was building my sister's driveway right here. So she's a pretty good old hound dog. Okay, so right now we're going down the yard side, driveway side of the field. There's some little walnut trees, probably started by a squirrel and buried walnuts here. That's what happens in my house. Those doggone things, those squirrels get in every flower bed that my wife has, and they bury walnuts in there and forget about them, and then we have to battle with walnut trees every year. It's still better than living in the city, though. My goodness, I don't think I've ever seen this much ragweed, and especially goldenrod. Goldenrod is a Kentucky State flower, if you can call it that. It's a weed. But anyway, yeah, there's a lot of it this year. There's Finn. Hey, Finn. Couldn't tell by looking at Finn. There she is. She's excited. One of the reasons she's excited is she loves having people around, but two, Finn is a descendant, a coonhound, actually. She loves hunting. That's in her nature. Every time that I work on this field over here, there's rabbits everywhere. And, you know, I don't think she's ever caught one, but she sure does love running and barking at them. So this field right here is a little bit steep, but it's not very rough. Just right over by the fence there is all. But the next field we're going to do when this one's finished, it's rough. Lots of rock outcrops in it. You got to be extremely careful. I may not get a lot of footage there, just simply because of the nature of it. But I'll try to get a little bit for you guys. I actually didn't know I was recording right then. But I just ran a rabbit out. It got away, it's alive, it's okay, but I did run a rabbit out. Finn saw it, she's standing here, but she can't get outside of her electric fence here, so she's frustrated, I'm sure. So anyway, we're gonna get back to bush hogging, mowing, whatever. Another rabbit. She's on point. She is watching very closely. Sooner than I said that. There's a first time for everything. I bet you I've ran 50 or 60 rabbits out of this thing. They are in here like crazy. And Finn caught a rabbit. She caught it, dispatched it, and now she is so proud. But now she's got her eyes on me and the tractor because she's seen about 17 or 18 more come out after she killed that little rabbit. So anyway, she's really proud of herself. So we'll let her keep going. Okay, so we're getting ready to make our last pass on this field, and then we're going to move over to the really rough part. So I'll try to get this finished up for you. We're down to the little mohawk in the middle. We got all this back here done. All that over there. So we'll be moving on to the other field here in just a moment. time we're going over into a dry pond bed here. It never did hold water. It's actually pretty small. My sister had horses at one time. They were going to water them out of this pond, but it just never took. It's a pretty rough old spot over in here. I try to be as careful as I can, but boy, it is just rough in here. I had to get away from that barn area down there, man. That's really rough. I had to take a break, if you call it that, and get up here on the little bit more level ground, as it were. So I'm going to do that. I'm getting low on battery and on memory, so I'll try to get as much as I can for you guys before I leave here. Plus, it's going to start getting dark out here pretty soon, so we'll see what we can get for you. Hopefully, I get it all. So, like I said, it's rough down here, and I went into that dry pond, and I got the upper side on flat ground and the lower side in the pond, and I'm just going to be honest with you, the pucker factor on that one was about 9 out of 10. Woo! I wish I'd had that on video, but you're probably glad I didn't. Wow. Well, we're making a lot of progress, but like I said, this is pretty rough down here. So I'll have to go slow. I know there's a rock ledge coming up that I've got to go down and lift my batwing up over. So I got to do that here in a couple, I think the next pass. But we're going to do a swing out here, try to cut some of this corner off here. Okay, so we're done with the rough part, and I'm getting ready to go over to the worst part of it all. It's really, really steep, but here's the thing. I don't get out there and run around it sideways. It's just too dangerous. So what I do is I back down into it, and then I pull up out of it, and I'll get a little footage of that too. But it's not smart to get down in there, especially if you get sideways at all. You could go over really quickly, so we don't do that. We hope that never happens. It gets really steep right here. As you can notice, I'm going over it backwards. can pull back out of here. I know you guys with that camera, you can't get a full appreciation of just how bad this is, but I try to make a pass down in here if I can. This is about as far as we are going to be able to go. Try to give you guys a understanding of how steep that is. That's about level with my camera. It's pretty good. So I had to come back over here where we first started to show you how much better all this looks down through there. I wish I had my drone with me actually, but I don't, unfortunately. See, that looks terrific. Now some of these stickweeds and ironweeds and some of the goldenrod, whatever, it's going to stand back up, but that's okay. It's a lot better than it was. And over there is a tobacco barn, and I love being out here doing this. So anyway, I'm about through with the rotary cutting, bushwhacking today. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video I'm going to put out here for you. Anyway, I just wanted to show you what I got done this evening after work. So.